You might have heard of the term cross-border e-commerce, but don't be put off by the jargon. All that means is selling online overseas. And as a New Zealand exporter, there are a few things you need to know about it. Here's why. Selling online overseas has exploded in popularity, accounting for 1/4 of global e-commerce shipments, and that's still rising. If you're looking to take your brand overseas or you're already selling online to other markets, you're in luck. Its popularity has led to things like more freight options, customers trusting overseas brands more, and less barriers to entering overseas markets. It's getting easier, but there are still a few challenges for New Zealand exporters, so let's make sure you're prepared. Heading into a big market like the US and listing your products on Amazon sounds like a dream, right? But there's a lot more to it that New Zealand exporters often overlook. It's likely your overseas market will be a lot bigger and have a lot more competition. So you won't get away with using the same approach as selling in New Zealand. To start understanding your new market, you'll want to know what the customers are like, what you're up against. Just listing a product isn't usually enough. You'll need to look into what you might need to invest online to make sure your product stands out against the rest. Exactly where you're selling. Because New Zealand is small, it can be easy to forget just how big other markets are. To manage risks, it could be a better idea to export to a specific region rather than a large area. Reaching your overseas customers can be tough, so choosing the right channel is key. This is where many New Zealand exporters have fallen down before. Figuring out where your customers might look for your product is a good place to start. That's where you want to be. In the US, that might be Amazon, while over in Australia, customers may be more likely to buy directly from your website. In the UK, online supermarkets are huge, and in Asia, live streaming on social media platforms is the norm. What we're saying is, one size doesn't fit all. So, what are your options? Selling directly to your customers means setting up your own website, managing your supply chain, and looking after the customer relationship from start to finish. It's all you. The pros. It gives you full control over the customer experience and you'll own the customer data. On the flip side, it tends to cost more to get customers to visit your site, and managing logistics from New Zealand can be a headache, not to mention expensive. Another option is selling through a platform that already exists. This might be an online marketplace, online retailer, or social media platform. Amazon and Alibaba are great examples of online marketplaces, piggybacking on a well-oiled machine that already has access to a big user base and a world-class service, and delivery experience isn't a bad idea. There usually aren't too many hoops to jump through to be listed, and you can decide what you want to sell, but you don't own the relationship with the customer. Online retailers are similar to online marketplaces, but you often need to pitch your products to a category buyer to get them listed, as they choose what goes on their platform. In some export markets like the UK, they're an important channel, as online supermarket retailers are a go-to for regular purchases. If you've ever bought something through a social media channel like Instagram without leaving the platform, that's social e-commerce. And it's huge in markets like China, where nearly half of consumers shop on social media platforms. It gives you a direct relationship with your customers, but the platform owns their data. The main thing is to do your research. Think about creating a market map of all the different online channels where consumers in your market might look to buy your type of product. There's a lot of information online that can help paint a picture of what you'll need to consider. Who are the major players? How do consumers like to shop? What are the most popular channels? You can also search for similar products to see how competitive a market might be and how much you'll need to invest to stand out from the crowd. Ultimately, taking the time to understand your market from the start can have a huge impact on your success when selling overseas. For more information and help on exporting, please visit MyNZTE.